Hey everyone, good evening. So, today we'll be playing Darkest Dungeon 2, which just entered early access yesterday. I already played it for like maybe an hour, probably less than that. It's very different compared to Darkest Dungeon 1. It's based more on meta progression. There isn't one single persistent campaign. You have runs which kind of give you unlocks and meta progression, and then you do better your next run. Hopefully you do better. There's also like a map with branching paths, kind of like in Slay the Spire, very similar to that actually. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? There's also a pretty good tutorial which you can read anytime you want, that explains a lot of the game concepts. So right here you can see explanation of any one game concept. We'll talk about that as we go. A lot of the mechanics are similar to Darkest Dungeon 1, but there are quite a few new ones, and some mechanics are not there at all. So, for example, accuracy is not a thing anymore. So if you hated accuracy, then that's not a thing here.
A nebulous nightmare.
There are still things like dodge. In fact, here are all the possible effects. Alright, and your goal in the game is to not let flame drop to 0. If it does drop to 0, you'll have to do a pretty tough fight, and then if you win, it will go up a little. And obviously you also die if everyone dies. There are 5 chapters in the game, or rather there will be 5 chapters here. There's only one currently, because this is just the first iteration of early access. We can play the cinematic. Why not? I actually haven't watched it myself because I'm too impatient to play the game.
Ruin has found you at last. My protege. My friend. Our calculations were correct.
Yes, I did have a test run already.
Unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past. And yet, you must ride out into it, unafraid. Take this. It is hope, the very last of it. It is yours now. You were bold once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon and face the fearsome truth of the darkest dungeon.
Yeah, I don't have to say, I played it for about an hour. The visuals are amazing, the animations are amazing. Like, this game is like an audio-visual mastery. Can't say much about the gameplay yet, because I only played for an hour. But it's actually a stunning looking game, like seriously. Even more so than the first one. Alright, so let's get started.
Be destroyed.
So this is us. The goal is to, like I said earlier, not let the flame drop to 0. And obviously not die. And here's one of the first major differences. You cannot actually retreat from combat. Once you're in a fight, there is no retreat, that's it. Okay, so the way this works, you initially start with only 4 unlocked characters, right here. These are the 4 characters you start with, and then as you progress your profile, you unlock more of them. So I only just unlocked the Hellion at level 3. I suppose we can give it a shot. At first glance, the Hellion doesn't seem to be nearly as impressive as in Darkest Dungeon 1. But still, we'll give it a shot. So the positions are basically the same concept as in Darkest Dungeon 1. You can see which position each skill can be used from and what it can target. That's basically the same mechanic as in Darkest Dungeon 1, no difference there. So obviously we'll have a tank in the front, Plague Doctor in the back. A lot of the skills are kind of similar, some are different, some are new, some are very different. And you do unlock the skills from meta progression as well. For example, this is a skill I already unlocked. So it requires a target corpse, it clears the corpse, and it heals you for 33%. You initially start with 5 skills, you can have 4 of them active, and you unlock the game, and you unlock the rest as you progress the game. We'll go through all these once we get into actual combat. So I'll show you how the map works in just a moment. This is the valley, it's not like an actual proper area yet. So you will have the map on the left. There are no branching paths here just yet, but there will be once we get into the first proper region.
Supplies this way.
You can also drive through like these things on the road, and sometimes you get something out of it. Not always. The Academic's cache.
An impressive haul. Put it to good use.
And here's the loot we got. So there are a few categories of items. There are combat items, which you can equip on the character, and then you can use it in combat, obviously. So these are the ones. Bandages and medicinal herbs. You use those in combat. Then there are inn items, which can only be used at an inn. Basically at the start, or if you prefer at the end of each region. There's an inn and you can use them there. There are trinkets which you can equip on your character to get whatever bonus they give you. There are coach upgrades which you can apply to your coach at an inn. And there are relics which are basically currency. And there are also baubles, which is like kind of a different kind of currency. And again, there are tutorials that explain all of these things. So here we got the baubles. Baubles are used only to purchase trinkets. So it's basically currency that's only used for trinkets. You can check your characters at any time you want, so before I enter into some kind of fight, I can equip my new combat items. So the bandages remove the bleed and heal for 10% HP. Oh, hold on, we just got to an encounter. So this is one kind of encounter that doesn't involve actual combat, and you will have a few options how to deal with it. And depending on what option you pick, the relationship between the characters might change. So this is a major part of Darkest Dungeon 2. The characters have relationships with each other, and from what I played so far, these are actually very, very important. If you get them to like a higher level, they can even like heal each other, you get all kinds of beneficial effects. So if I press Alt, I will see what exactly I get out of this. And when they are highlighted gold, like this, that means they agree with each other, which usually means they will get a bonus. And if they are blue, which is not the case here, that means they disagree with each other. Is it like remote level of dysfunctional? It's pretty dysfunctional, yeah, as you'll see. So I can get some food, I can get some flame. Let's go with that.
Abandoned or forgotten.
So I got 50 flame, I got slime mold, which can be used to restore 10% HP, but gives you minus 10% disease resist. And you can see it's blocked by Fussy Eater. So if somebody has that, you can't use it on that person. And we got stale bread, so more health. We'll grab all that. Let me go back to character screen one more time. So here we can see quirks. We got Shadowborn here. So if flame is lower than 50, we get plus 10% damage. And this icon is actually stealth. So I think that's 50% chance to start in stealth. Okay, what else do we have? Shadowborn again. Breacher. So this is like super block. Takes minus 75% damage from the next hit. This one is stunned. And this is strength. Lazy, not motivated to do all that much. Very relatable. Devout, Daredevil. So sometimes it's not totally obvious what something will do. Some of these quirks can block specific items, for example, like you saw a moment ago. Fussy Eater will block one of the foods we got. So this is weakness, I think. It was in here somewhere. Vulnerable. So here we got 2 slots for trinkets. I got 2 of those already. So I could equip that on my tank. Or on someone squishy. To give them more burn resist. More blight resist. I already ran into quite a few enemies with burn effects. So we can maybe go with that here. Blight resist on the tank or something. There we go. Then we got the combat items. So if target is bleeding, has blight or is on fire, we can cure that. There you go. And the bandages. Probably for the tank. So like I said earlier, in items can only be used at an inn, so I can't do that right now. Same with the coach upgrade. This is basically currency. And here you can see how much currency you have and how much mastery you have. Mastery is usually awarded at the end of the region, and mastery is what allows you to upgrade your skills, like these things here. So I'll be able to do that later. Here we can see all the conditions. So turn start, if health is lower than 50%, we get plus 25% damage. And then we have relationships. So we can see who has what kind of relationship with the others. Right now everyone is neutral, but we got like 2 pips towards the next level already, out of 6 required. There are quite a few new mechanics, so it's probably going to be hard to talk about like all of them simultaneously. But the way I prefer to go through it is just play and figure things out as I go. That's always been my style. And in this game, you will fail, because it's not like the first one, like I mentioned. You don't have one persistent campaign, you have runs which you will fail, and then unlock things, so you will die a lot. That's just how it works. It's unavoidable.
Reverberating in the void.
By the way, steering this thing is maybe not that easy.
Not immune to the spreading stain.
Right, so this is more like a tutorial fight. It's pretty hard to lose to these guys. More or less the weakest enemies you will run into. But here you will see like how good the animations are in this game. Like it's actually a visually stunning game. So when you hover over an enemy, you can press Alt to see slightly more details. And you can also see the resistances in the bottom right corner over there. You can press G at any time to get explanation of the effects. So we are in stealth right now. Another thing that's new in Darkest Dungeon 2. Some enemies will actually have death blow resist, same way you do. Which means you will not just kill them by reducing them to 0. You actually have to get a death blow on them, and there are skills that ignore death blow resist more than others. For example, Wicked Slice right here. It actually has, or rather ignores, 20% of death blow resist. Not useful right here, but it is useful against some tougher enemies, for sure. So here it's Noxious Blast, it applies Blight. And like I mentioned earlier, accuracy is not a thing anymore, but there are obviously things like dodge, like block, guarded. So you can obviously not hit, or hit for less. And sometimes, depending on what you're doing during actual combat, you will improve or hurt your relationships. Like, for example, if somebody steals a kill from another character, you can actually get a penalty to the relationship. Or you can get a bonus, like I did just now.
Experience
Damn kill stealers.
is the greatest.
Here, we got +1 mastery there. So this can be used to upgrade the skill at an inn. And we got more slime mold, some currency. And once you get to an inn, you can choose what region you can go to, as you'll see. Which is semi-random, what you can choose between. There are a few other mechanics I haven't talked about yet, but there's a lot going on here.
Time.
So some of our people already became friendly, as you can see. Now, there are a few things we can do here. So first of all,
Each
we can apply the coach upgrades right here.
equation of
We got a bunch of slots down here, and right now we have a shrine map, which is +100% scout chance for Forgotten Shrines. We can install that right here. Then we have the Mastery Trainer. This is where you can upgrade your skills. So I have 1 Mastery right now. I can upgrade 1 skill. And you can see exactly how it will affect said skill at the bottom here. Wicked Hack will go from 4 to 7 damage to 6 to 8. And the crit will go up from 5 to 10. Here's Iron Swan. So yeah, like I said, some of the skills are recognizable from the first game, other skills are new. If it bleeds, ignores 30% of bleeding resistance. So this icon here is like a combo. When a character or an enemy has a combo effect on him, it can trigger additional skill effects, like this one. You have to actually place it through some other skill first. So this will only apply if the target has a combo effect on it. Toe. So move forward 1. This will immobilize this character, so you can't get pushed back, for example. We'll also apply a taunt, and an upgrade will remove Winded. There are definitely like skills that are better to upgrade than others. I haven't really figured out what's good to upgrade and what is not. That's definitely going to be a big part of this game. Here's a pretty useful skill. So the enemies who get the dodge, like over here, you can remove that with a tracking shot. Right there. And with an upgraded version, it looks like we could ignore stealth and remove stealth, and also get combo on the target. So if you're fighting a lot of enemies with dodge, I'm sure some regions will have more than others, you can upgrade this. Yes, it seems to be just 1 upgrade level, at least at the moment. There will be 5 chapters total, so it's very possible there will be more than that later on. Take aim is pretty good, so that gives you a crit. It also gives you dodge, but either way, it's a pretty useful skill right there. And that would be a nice upgrade for it. It'll also give us a speed bonus, if upgraded. So what else do we have here? A Poison Dart. So plus 50% crit when the target has combo on it. Damage over time effects are still pretty damn good from what I've seen. As they have always been. Especially if you focus on them. So Thrown Dagger ignores block. It also ignores dodge if you are in stealth. Pick to the face ignores block. Pretty decent damage there. We also have a self-heal right here. So normally we get dodge, with an upgrade that will be like super dodge. And that's the skill I talked about earlier. So I think that's a -1 stress when upgraded. That's actually pretty nice. What else do we have here? Noxious Blast. So upgraded, it would ignore 30% of blind resist if the target has combo. Blinding Gas. So that's a chance to apply combo to 2 enemies in the back. So yeah, ignore resist with combo. Battlefield Medicine. And I think that's that. So we have to pick one, unfortunately. I can't upgrade all of them simultaneously as much as I would like to. Take aim is definitely really good. So we could actually upgrade take aim. So let's get take aim. And now it's upgraded. So that's skills. Then we have the provisioner. You can buy things here for relics. So we could buy playing cards which improve affinity between characters. We can get the boxing gloves. Strength above -1 stress. So yeah, this is an in item. I would have to apply it right here before leaving. -2 stress. Restores health. Then we got combat items, which can remove some stress here. Add 1 strength, +5 speed for 2 rounds. Medicinal herbs. So let's grab playing cards.
A bit of comfort.
And I might save the rest for the next in. So then we can actually apply the cards. So there we go, now it improved. What else do we have here? So, strength above, -1 stress. Well, we don't really have any stress right now, so might as well keep it for next time. A chance to spawn a dodge token each turn until the next in. So maybe give that to our tank or so. We don't need heals. So that's pretty much it here. I think we can move on.
For wealth no longer.
And these items here are obviously random.
Indeed, it ever did.
And you unlock more items as you progress your profile. So now we can choose where we want to go. So this area here, the sluice, is like a random area, which is why there's nothing listed here. Normally you get like an additional objective. So for example, additional goal here is to avoid the hospital. Additional goal here is to fight no more than 3 road battles. And here's the reward. Highwayman only. Trinket. Gain crit on a miss. So next skill has 100% crit and ignores 20% resistance. Not a bad trinket. So good when some enemy has dodge up. And the reward here is 2 mastery points, so that's definitely really nice. We just have to avoid the hospital. So let's go for the sprawl, why not?
All that beauty and knowledge.
Hey, I did go through that random area once. I'm not sure like how it would compare in terms of risk versus reward. But there are reasons to go there too. Alright, let's move on then. We'll see how far we can get. Like I said earlier, I only really played for like an hour. And there are a lot of really tough fights in here.
Behold.
So another mechanic is loading.
Of man.
So this is basically how hard the encounters will get. And you can reduce loading by fighting things, but not on the road. You will get told, yeah, right here. So resistance encounter, you can see right here, it will reduce loading. So that's basically what makes things harder. That also means that if you avoid these resistance encounters for too long, your loading will go up, and the next fights might be that much harder. So that's maybe not ideal. You just have to sort of balance that. And the cultist fights are like almost always tough. Alright, here we got assistance encounter, which means we will get some rewards.
Oblivion.
And maybe change the relationships.
Their honor. Have you?
Okay, so now we can see some people actually disagree with each other. Like here, they are highlighted below, which means they disagree with this mass. Which means I would likely take a hit to the relationship, but the rewards are nice, as you can see here. Relic loot, more food loot, couch equipment, flame, more fixed loot, at the cost of 6 relic loot. Alright, let's see. We decided it's worth it.
An impressive haul.
He will get a boost with the Plague Doctor, however, so it's not all bad. We got stale bread, We got Calming Incense, -2 stress for one target. Again, in item, a chance to spawn dodge token each turn until the next in. Stress reduction, chance of improving affinity. A Hellion only trinket. If rank is 1, plus 25% damage. That is really nice. What? Coach upgrade. Produces flapjacks. Everybody likes flapjacks. Once you hit the next relationship tier, they can get various bonuses in combat. So they can even heal each other, for example. Maybe we'll get there. Hopefully we'll get there. Let's equip that Hellion trinket here. That seems really nice. That actually seems really good. Alright, let's move on. So here we have a branching path. We can go left or right. Just need to get there first. And there's an actual fight first. So we can take a look at the map. If we go right, there's a Hoarder who has like better deals than an Imp does. If we go left, there are unknown rewards. So green means is basically like generally safe. There will not be any road encounters. Blue means you might run into road encounters. You can also scroll up and see what's further ahead. So on the right side we have a hero shrine, which can be used to unlock additional skills. So I probably want to go there. Then there's a watchtower, and we had the bonus to watchtowers. We probably want to go there, yeah. And then, okay, hero shrine, watchtower, unknown assistance encounter. And the downside is, if I go right, I won't really have like any other options past this point. Burning pile, so this will be a cultist fight. Cultist fights are usually pretty tough. And we still have a few options how to deal with it. So sometimes you can avoid a fight, but again, beating these things will reduce your loading, which generally decreases difficulty. There's no way to avoid it here, so we will fight. And there we go. We improved the relationship now. So now they will have a chance to get various bonuses in combat. I can show you the relationship screen now. Yep, there we go. They're more than friends now. Alright, we did get shuffled around a little bit here. So, alright, these things are pretty nasty. There's this dude in the front who has 62 health. Then we got a Flyer, Immolationist. They do have like an AoE burn effect, and just burn effect in general. I probably want to move back here to get my tank back in the front. So let's maybe do that. Then we can use Take Aim. Didn't upgrade it for nothing. Yes, Darkest Dungeon 2 is a dating sim now. Definitely. It's true! Alright, so we could try blinding us. Zero guarantee it will work. Okay, so this guy dodged and the other dude resisted. So now he has Riposte, which is counter attacks the next damaging attack. Okay, so a lot going on here. Our Hellion has block at the moment, so we'll take 50% less damage from the next hit. Our next two attacks will do plus 50% strength here on the Grave Robber. And the Dismas got the Take Aim buffs. So here you can see the actual turn order, just in case that part wasn't obvious. Right. I think we should hit that dude in the back. I'm pretty sure he will buff the others, and he's way squishier than their tank. And we have a Hellion, which should make it a little bit easier to kill a target in the back. Alright, now we can take a proper shot with the pistol. So this was a guaranteed crit. So I can't hit it from here. I could try to land Blight, but he does have dodge, which is 50% chance. There we go, he landed it. And we got Blight on him. So now that will take every turn for 3 turns. Okay then. So I can heal myself right now, which is maybe not a bad idea. Here, and that also gives us dodge. Here we can see all the shit this guy has. Nice one. Yeah, so this guy will not straight up die when you reduce him to 0. He will be on death's door, just like your heroes would be. And you actually have to get a death blow on him. Yeah, now we are on death's door ourselves. Because of their fat dude in the front. This could end up being a pretty short run if we die here. If you lose a hero, you can get a chance to grab another one at the nearest inn, if you can actually get that far. Okay, here's the actual bonus we get for having the relationship, so that reduces the stress by 1. And now I can use battlefield medicine. That will remove the burn.
Impeccably timed.
So let's maybe do that. There's a dodge, very nice. Okay, we have to finish off the immolation is in the back. There we go, now he's dead.
Another impediment. Cleared with impunity.
Yeah, stress can spiral pretty quickly, just like in the previous game. Okay, remove stealth, that's not so useful. I think I have to hit this guy. He does have quite a bit of health here. Okay, now we are dazed and our turn will be delayed until the end of the round. Again, turn order is up here. Right, I could heal myself yet again, but I don't need to do damage. Still, this will give us dodge and more speed, so that will go faster next round. My positioning got messed up a little bit, unfortunately. It might actually make sense to focus on the fatty at this point. He's down to like half health. If I could blind him, that would be great. There we go. Now he's blinded, so he will have 50% chance to miss his next attack.
The slow suffering.
But I can only do that to him when he's not directly in the front. He only has 10 bleed resist, so that's another option.
A slow
There we go, now he's bleeding, that should be helpful.
end.
I need to remove that burn here. Okay, dead door again. So if I wanted to do it right now, I could use tracking shot on the flyer here, and that would remove the dodge on him. But right now I really want to focus on the pit fighter in the front. I have a bad feeling about the Hellion here. It's not looking great. Need that heal. Don't kill me, bro. And yes, it is still lag-based, as far as I'm aware.
Dragged back.
Don't die on me. Cured.
Empowered. Emboldened.
Alright, I can move forward, so let's maybe do that
In crisis.
to shuffle our positions a little bit.
Upon each other.
So this is a granted crit. Okay, he's down to 5 and he's still bleeding for one more turn. He should go down pretty soon, hopefully. Still need to get an actual death blow on him.
In crisis.
There we go, got it. Yeah, let's play it safe and heal up. There's only one guy left, but I wouldn't want to get killed now. That would be awkward. Let's actually move back a little. He's better off in this position. Yeah, this guy does have an AoE attack that can hit 2 people in the front. Not ideal.
Mistimed.
And yep, the Hellion's dead. But we should be able to get a new character at the inn if we can get that far. This game's pretty rough, especially when you first start it out and you don't have any unlocks. As you go on, you will unlock a lot of additional things. That will make it easier. And we got him.
An inkling of potency.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Some of these
Bandages,
relics.
a blight resist trinket. Oh yeah, this is the trinket we had on the Hellion. Some currency. Alright.
The loathing festers.
Oh yeah, we can still go left or right, so let's go right to the Hoarder.
Let us hope the madman's scrounging has borne fruit.
Well, it's basically more of a roguelite design, kind of like Slay the Spire.
But his prices.
Each run is self-contained, and depending on how you did, you get some unlocks, and you have more options the next run after that. Alright then, so I have 18 relics. This probably won't help me a whole lot. So here's a healing salve, which I could definitely have used earlier. I would have considered buying something if I had all 4 heroes. Here are trinkets you can buy for baubles. So I think 70 are the most expensive ones. Haven't seen anything that costs more than 70 just yet. So 25% chance for extra action when you get a crit on a grave robber. That's pretty good. A very large burning attack, but cost 12, that's pretty expensive. Okay, let's grab 1 healing salve. And equip it. Alright, now we can go left or right. Let's go right. At least we'll get a hero unlock. So this unlocks an additional skill that you will be able to use. For some later skills, you actually have to do like kind of an encounter. This is a road fight, so first we have to go through this. This should be easier than the cultist fight in theory, but I only have 3 people, so it might or might not be. But this should be doable. Famous last words. I just lack a tank right now. There, got one already. No, the skill unlock is permanent.
Stumbling and
Not just for this run. Let's remove that bleed.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Yeah, see, these guys are way easier than the cultist group. The cultist fights are generally always pretty tough. It still doesn't mean I won't get killed here. Let's try to blind them. Okay, 1. Got him.
The work continues.
So then, let's see. Yeah, we can heal ourselves. Nice dodge. Unfortunately, I can't swap my skills in combat, because if I could, I would have picked up this. So that can clear a target corpse and heal you for 33%. It's a pretty nice skill. That's also from a meta unlock, by the way. You do not start the game with that by default. You have to unlock it. So I actually can't target them with my two main skills here. Let's maybe improve our resists. So this will give everyone a resist buff for 3 turns. Yeah, she has a lot of bottles, doesn't she? There's a decent chance we will actually get to the inn. Depends what route we pick. Stress is getting fairly high here. Nice one.
Messy.
Alright, just one dot left.
Effective.
Should be fine. I kinda want to blind him. There it is, blinded. Yeah, I can't target him from the front. I would have to move, which in turn will kind of hurt the grave robber. So, not ideal. That skill that clears the corpse would actually be really useful right now. And also heals you. I could have actually used that here. Okay, well, we're done. Let's see if we can get to the inn. That would be great. So next up we got the Hero Shrine. Even if we don't get to the inn, that will unlock something. So here we are. So I think the third skill is like a free unlock, and after that you have to do some kind of encounter. So I don't think I used it on a Plague Doctor yet. Let's go with that.
Plague Doctor. Chapter 1. The Good Student. Brilliant and bold, her unconventional theories created nothing short of a scandal in her 4th year. The mocking whispers and scornful glares of her peers and professors had an ironic
Animations are really good, yeah.
effect on her extracurricular experiments. The mysteries of the human body
Looks even better not on stream.
itself hovered just above her scalpel's reach. If only she could acquire a corpse of sufficient freshness.
There we go. So 1 turn cooldown, and I think that's... Where is it? Right, the next attack deals plus 50% damage. Hold on, I'm actually going to swap a few things here. Equip the bandages. And I want Dead of Night here. I don't really use flashing daggers much. Usually it's not worth it. Doesn't feel worth it, so let's swap that for Dead of Night. That's way more useful here. I might grab Emboldening Vapors. That is a nice damage boost. I don't like Bleed, I don't like Blinding Gas. It's a tough one. Anything else? I think that's that. Alright, let's see if we can actually get to the inn. Probably depends on where we go exactly. Alright, one more road fight. So, same guys as before. This time it should be a little bit easier in theory. It might even make sense to use that damage buff right away, or try to blind 2 of them in the back. Nice. Okay. So up to 10 damage. I don't have a lot of health, only 18. The fat cultist guy had like 62. Okay, so bleed. And we're vulnerable. So more damage from one attack. So this guy has 10 health. I will not do 10 damage with one attack here, so let's use take aim. Especially since it's upgraded. And we'll go right away. So now we can do 10 guaranteed damage, basically. No real difference here, really. Got him. Yeah, stealing the kills. Oh no. And now we can target the corpse right here. So not only it will clear the corpse, it will give us stealth and heal us. Really nice skill if there are corpses around. Resisted, alright. Here's the combo debuff, or whatever you want to call it. So this can trigger additional effect from various skills, if it's there. Now I do have healing salve, so I could use that to heal my plague doctor, but I only have like one, so probably not worth wasting it just yet. The game feels pretty good. It's very different compared to the first game, which I like actually. I'm sure there will be two camps of people. People who wanted Darkest Dungeon 2 to be like bigger and better Darkest Dungeon 1. But personally, I like the fact that it's quite a bit different from the first game. But it still feels like a good old Darkest Dungeon. As far as I'm concerned, at least. Another stolen kill? Oh no. Hey, I did more damage to that guy. Alright, I think it's time to get some heals here. Maybe remove that bleed.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Okay, so final round. If I don't win now, the fight will be over. Normally you fight to the death, but some fights are actually like time capped. So this means I can't really kill them that fast. Even if I get very lucky, I still can't kill them that fast. Well, we killed that guy, so there's that. Might as well heal ourselves a little. So now it will be done. Alright. Let's check out the watchtower. Hopefully we'll get some useful info here. And avoid getting killed, if possible. Okay, that's a long way to go to the inn. I have some serious doubts whether I can get there with 3 people. By the way, if you don't feel like just finishing the run, because maybe like you've lost people, you don't think you have a chance, you can just click abandon run. Just like in the last spell, for example, you can just abandon it anytime you want. And start a new one. Yes, I'll probably upload it to YouTube. Okay, so it's the cultists again. So this fight is also time capped, But this is definitely going to be rough. I'm actually going to heal myself here. Okay, so we got a plus 50% damage buff because of our relationship here. So up to 13 damage. Nice one. Alright, he's at 3. And he resisted the blight. Of course he did. Well, 1 HP. It's the 1 HP curse. Yes, indeed. You only get the loot if you kill them before the time runs out. But sometimes, like, you know you want to kill them. So in that case, it makes more sense to, like, try to not get yourself killed. However, most proper fights do not have a time limit, it's just the road fights. Nice one. So just the fatty now. Hey, AK Illogical, thanks for the raid. We're playing Darkest Dungeon 2 today, not XCOM. And it's going really well. No, actually it's not, that's a lie. It's going just as you might expect Darkest Dungeon to be going. Maybe I can kill this dude. Unless he kills me, then I definitely can't. If I lose another character here, we're definitely not getting to the inn. And we're not dead yet. It's totally fine. So I got 2 more rounds to kill him. I probably won't. Not with 3 people, but I can still try. That's the only way I even have a chance to buff my damage. So I could heal myself right now, but I would need 36 more damage. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch in 2 rounds. No, I don't think that's happening. Let's just try to not die. Yes, you always travel from an inn to an inn. You always get an inn, like, at the end of the region. Then you can do whatever you want in there, buy some supplies, apply some upgrades, and then you pick the next region. And you can also pick up a replacement hero if you lost someone. But they will start, like, at nothing. So if you used any mastery points on your previous one, you obviously don't get those back. Alright, don't die on me, Dismas. Nice dodge. And another one. Okay, well, we survived. It's clearly totally fine. Alright, so next up, yeah, we have a cultist encounter. So that one is pretty much guaranteed to kill me. These are pretty tough. There's no way I can do a proper cultist encounter with 3 people. Extremely unlikely. But let's see what they got here. Okay, so that's a different group. I did fight these guys as well. Is there an option to avoid them? No, there is not. Hey! They're more than friends.
Desire will never die.
I don't think that will help me, but there we go. Honestly, managing the relationships is a pretty big part of Darkest Dungeon 2. Like, the bonuses you can get from that are really big. You get free heals, you get free buffs. Like, it's actually really big. You can remove debuffs for free. Yeah, I'm not killing these things. It's pretty unlikely. Look at how many buffs they already have. So even though I can remove the dodge, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to help me. Still, tracking shot is really good against any enemy that uses dodge. One last hook up before the end. Yep. Sounds good. And maybe we'll hit 10 out of 10 stress, and then you have a meltdown. I mean, we probably will. -1 stress. And damage buff. Well, there we go. 19 critical. Heck yeah. I think we'll kill one of them at least. It seems doable. I really want to hit it right now. I don't know what the turn order will be for the next round, but I also want to not get killed yet. Here's a 9 damage crit heal. By the way, from what I've seen, I think the occultist still has the troll heal that goes from like 0 to 33% or something like that. So that's still a thing. But you have to unlock the occultist himself. You don't get him right from the start. Okay, -1 stress. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll hit 100 or 10 out of 10. There it is, we got a meltdown now. So we lost quite a lot of relationship points there. And now we have a meltdown. I'm about 99% sure I'll die here, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, I'm really liking it so far, but I haven't seen a whole lot yet. So looking forward to seeing more. Okay, so probably tracking shot. Remove that dodge. Now we're weak, so we take more damage. Or rather, we do less damage with our next attack. Yeah, so that buff gives them 100% crit, which is not great. Let's remove that corpse. And we'll give ourselves some stealth.
Mistimed, misdirected.
Yeah, only 7 damage. Because of this weak effect. So I can't use battlefield medicine anymore because we exceeded our use limit. Sadly. It's not unlimited. Nice dodge. Heck, there's still a chance. I would have to get really lucky to kill them, but there's still a chance. As long as we're alive.
Excellent work.
I could have done that better, yeah, okay. There we go, got him.
Continues.
And there's still a chance. Not a great one, since I can't heal myself reliably anymore. I can heal myself by passing a turn, so that makes sense, probably on this mass. 20% blind resist, but they got dodge. Best to eat it up with like a low damage attack.
The slow suffering begins.
Alright, let's remove the corpse.
Let us hope they find peace.
Well, hey, 2 versus 2. There's still a chance. I would probably have to avoid fights all the way until the inn to actually get there, however. One more corpse to remove, yep. I don't think you can target your own corpse. No, you cannot. Has to be an actual enemy corpse, I'm afraid. Not your own one. That's a lot of blight damage there, and it's dead. Yeah, so I will actually beat these guys. Again, probably. This last one can be nasty because it gets guaranteed crits. There we go, got the blight. So only 25 HP left on that thing. There's the meltdown. So now they're pretty close to hating each other. That can happen too. Yeah, okay, I probably won't beat it, after all. And now they will hate each other.
Resentment. The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
One more heal.
Let us hope they find
1 versus 1 now. Solo me, bro.
Steady yourself.
One last drink. It's actually going to be really close. Maybe I can actually kill it.
An interminable
Can we kill it?
conflict.
Hey, at least we can't have bad relationships anymore because there's nobody else left. Right? We beat the system. There's the dodge.
Fight through the fatigue.
Alright, who's going to get the death blow first? Hopefully it's going to be us. 1 HP and a bleed. There it is! Hey, we won! We actually won.
Our path.
This is totally fine. Vague Trinket unlocks the potential of cultist trinkets. Some playing cards. Relics. Burn resist. Alright, there we go. Yeah, won. From a certain point of view.
The loathing abates.
But maybe a bit of a too big of a word there.
Your collection can wait.
Hey, if we don't run into anything else, there's still a chance. So if we go left, hold on, hold on, hold on! We can actually almost get to the inn. Except for this guardian on the way. But I could actually avoid both fights on the way to that guardian. I can actually avoid them.
Let us temper
If you look at the map.
world's cruelty. Just
There's assistance encounter, hoarder, another assistance encounter, and then another one. With like no road fights on the way. So I can actually get there. Again, almost. But not quite. Almost. We can totally do it with one person, right? It's fine. It's all part of the plan.
the fanatics feed themselves to the fire, their flesh melting like candle wax.
The desperate few. Yeah, is that us or them?
Scavenge what you can, and be off once more.
But hey, at least we can't have bad relationships anymore. Well, that's not true. We can have a bad relationship with ourselves. That's the worst relationship of them all. But maybe that's a bit too deep for this stream. Oh yeah, we totally have a chance here. Yep, this is totally happening. Woodsman. I don't think I've seen this guy before. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen him before. Well, it was a good run. Yeah, it's just less likely.
The slow suffering begins.
So green route doesn't mean you're guaranteed to not run into a road fight, it's just less likely to happen. And unfortunately, we still run into one. Oh no, a meltdown. Hey, there's still a chance, right? Okay, no, wrong. There is not.
Each milestone makes the
So we
next
did
road
level up.
a little
So level 4 here. And here you can see all the stuff that got unlocked.
shaken.
Some in items.
There is so much
Restores
worthy
20% HP on one target. Buffs blight resist on one target. That's a combat item.
over and over.
Heals 25% HP
Is laid bare,
in item.
and you are finally
Produces various concoctions and powders. Coach upgrade. That sounds useful. Plus 100% scat chance for Hoarder. Some trinkets. Nice bleed resist there. Blight resist, burn resist. Plus 20% max HP trinket. Plus 4 speed trinket. And you also unlock quirks. So you can see some right here. Including some bad ones. Chatterbox just won't stop talking. No need to attack me like this, Jesus. Master of the Forest's advantages. Alright then.